Today, a public novena featuring the very prayers and songs recited by fishermen's wives a century ago lead into a 4-day carnival that helps support the Fiesta and its activities. The fishing fleet is just a fraction of what it used to be. And the fort has evolved from a cozy Sicilian neighborhood that always had a full plate for passerby and never locked its doors. Locals keep that spirit alive through cookouts, reunions, and parties. But the meaning of St. Peter's Fiesta remains steeped in the fort's old country beliefs: God, family, and fishing. So if you find yourself in Gloucester late in June, like tens of thousands of others, look for the altar with the life-size statue. Wear something red, white, and green, grab a eats, and follow along when you hear the chant,
Viva San Pedro! Viva San Pedro!
As Gloucester celebrates the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta with all of you, we want to mention that this year's Fiesta comes at a time when our city is still carrying some profound grief. Just after the final events of last summer's Fiesta, the community lost 18-year-old Chris Daly in a tragic car accident. Chris competed in the Greasy pole contest that Sunday. He had recently graduated from Gloucester High School, where he was an honor student and captain of the hockey team. In the time that followed, classmates, teammates, neighbors, and strangers from near and far came together to care for Chris's family and friends. The outpouring of support for the Dalys continues to this day. Then, this past winter, Gloucester suffered another devastating and all too familiar blow when the fishing vessel Lily Jean sank 25 miles offshore. The body of Captain Gus Sanfilippo was recovered, but 6 others on board were lost at sea. Paul Beal Sr., Paul Beal Jr., John Rusanitis, Freeman Short, Sean Therian, and NOAA Fisheries Observer Jada Samet. Soon, their names will be added to the Gloucester Fishermen's Memorial on Stacy Boulevard, joining thousands of others who have perished at sea over our 400-plus years of maritime history. But in Gloucester, no one carries a loss alone. This is a place where generations are connected through family, faith, and fishing. And that's part of what makes St. Peter's Fiesta so meaningful this year. It's not only a remembrance of where we come from, but a reminder of the strength, resilience, and unity that help us move forward together. This year's coverage of St. Peter's Fiesta is dedicated to their memories. The following presentation of the 2026 St. Peter's Fiesta, live from Gloucester, Massachusetts, is brought to you by St. Peter's Fiesta Incorporated, Streamography Productions, 1623 Studios, and Bridge Cape Ann. Shared worldwide by Live Now from Fox. Welcome to Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts for live coverage of St. Peter's Fiesta, a nearly 100-year-old religious tradition brought here from Sicily, where faith meets fierce competition on the water. For 3 days, we have full coverage of Fiesta's most iconic events. The Seine boat races, born right here as friendly rivalries between fishing crews racing the very boats they use to feed their families and our community. We have a bird's eye view of the races in the women's, juniors, and men's divisions. If you watched last year, you know anything can happen. And the main event, the Greasy pole contest, a tradition dating back to 15th century Europe. Then it was a test of manhood. Now it's the most popular attraction on Cape Ann. Tens of thousands are here today, and everyone wants to see who will grab the flag. History is here, and bragging rights are on the line. Whether you're with us in Gloucester or watching from an ocean away, Viva San Pedro! This is St. Peter's Fiesta.
action today and tomorrow. Today we have the men's senior Seine semifinals and the men's junior Seine semifinals, sandwiching our signature event, the Greasy Pole. And I believe we have 44 walkers for the Greasy Pole today. The winner of today is going to be your first walker for Championship Sunday. Tomorrow we'll have all that action for you live as well at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Now yesterday we had two great rowing races in the women's senior division. Defending champ Salty Ore just nudged by boats and barbells by a nose, which was fantastic in the women's junior Seine boat race. It was defending champs Stroke Sisters with a narrow victory over Storm Surge, and Storm Surge hardly had any teenagers on it. They were that young and did fantastically, so that was really awesome to watch here. So you can kind of see behind me that there is a fog rolling in. The conditions always play a huge factor in all of our events. So let's take a look at what we're looking at today and set the table for you. And there you have it. That is the Greasy Pole in the platform. It's a 12 by 12 platform with a 46-foot pole covered in grease. About 40 feet protrudes from that platform. We're smack in the middle of Gloucester Harbor. Gloucester's about 35 miles or so northeast of Boston. Established in 1623, Gloucester's the 7th oldest city in the U.S. and one of the first seaports and art colonies in the country. We have artists here of all disciplines, but our identity really is woven in to the fishing industry. Gloucester was one of the largest fishing ports in the world from the 17th century through the 1950s. In fact, we were the largest fishing port in the country during World War II. If you've ever heard of Gordon's of Gloucester, the Gordon's Fishermen, that's us. Gloucester is also the setting of the Wicked Tuna TV series, The Perfect Storm, with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg, an Oscar-winning motion picture, Coda, as well. Our descendants are from the Canadian Maritimes and Great Britain, Scandinavia, Portugal, especially the Azores, and Italy, especially Sicily. It's a very Catholic community. We are broadcasting from a neighborhood called The Fort. It's a Sicilian enclave on the working waterfront. Back in the day when Fiesta first began, like we said, nearly a century ago, the entire neighborhood would be open for everybody. Doors would be open. You can go eat, drink, and be merry, have homemade wine, literally just go yard to yard and celebrate and be with everyone's families. It was a fantastic time. This tradition was brought to Gloucester back in 1927 from a Sicilian immigrant and fishing captain, Sal Favazza. He commissioned a statue of St. Peter, which ended up being nearly life-size. St. Peter is a patron saint of fishermen. And the fishermen's wives here insisted on parading the statue throughout the neighborhood so all families could rejoice. The entire event back then in the early days was funded by the massive fishing fleet here. And Fiesta is all about praying and thanking St. Peter for the safety of the fishermen and abundant catches. So you're going to hear lots of Viva San Pietro chants throughout the weekend. And to our friends out there in Italy or Italians across the world watching this, we know it's Festa. We say Fiesta. We're surrounded by Metaganis here, so it has been Americanized over the years, but we get it, but we still call it St. Peter's Fiesta. And it's more than just sports for us here. It's sort of like our religious version of Mardi Gras. It's all about God and family and fishing. There'll be tens of thousands of people here throughout the weekend. Our population essentially doubles for this event. There's already been an ongoing 9 days of prayer called the Novena that kicks off St. Peter's Fiesta every year. Now, you're looking out at the beach in Gloucester Harbor and everything. Behind where we're broadcasting is actually a big carnival and an altar where there is entertainment and religious activities going on, all sorts of kids' games and contests. And this is the biggest annual attraction for locals and visitors here to Cape Ann and the northeast corner of Massachusetts. Now, Isaac, you want to pull up today's schedule? We're going to show you what we have for you guys today. Like I said, it is the men's senior Seine semifinals. And we want to point out, too, that in the Seine finals, the semifinals, the top two finishers will compete tomorrow for the championship against defending champs ZFG. So there you go. So this event's going to start around 4:45 or so. Today we have Liquid 128 versus The Surge versus Careless Whisper. We'll have more on the intricacies of that event in a little bit. 44 Greasy Pole walkers, and that is going to be followed by the junior Seine semifinals, Peer Pressure, Young Guns, and The Process. And now we might as well take a look at today's conditions because we might be dealing with some fog later. Luckily, we have amazing drone footage for you. But current conditions here in Pavilion Beach, 67 degrees. It feels a little warmer than that. We've got a brisk west wind. It says 8 miles per hour. It's spiking up a little bit now. That's why you see that fog creeping in. That water temp is up to 63. That's actually pretty warm, whereas barely 60 degrees yesterday. It is dead low tide right now. This is the dead low tide moment, so that's the most beach you're going to see us deal with here for Fiesta this weekend. And it also means it's going to be a longer drop for the pole walkers. It's probably in excess of 20 feet, and they're going to hit some shallow water there too. So that's always tricky as well. I'm going to bring in my longtime partner here, John DeCastro. Once again, my sidekick for all the coverage. Hi, John, good to see you again, buddy.
Bona Fiesta, Corey.
Bona
nice
Fiesta
to see you on this beautiful Saturday.
Yeah. Now, yesterday was fantastic. We have some killer events today, though. The big stories, I guess, would be that the top two winners today go on to face ZFG, and they've been unstoppable recently. There's also been a lot of turnover amongst crew. Then you have our Friday Greasy pole champ, Frankie Neal, in his 21st year walking, I believe. Took the flag yesterday. He'll be the first walker today. And then all the infusion of youth in the junior men's division that we'll get to in a bit. But I want to ask you what you think are today's big storylines.
So to stick with the same boats first, the men's senior same boats with Careless Whisper, the Surge, Liquid 128. Every year there's jockeying, just like any other sport, free agency, people jumping from one crew to another crew, trying to strengthen the crew to beat the champs. ZFG, we've said this about crews in the past. Can they repeat? ZFG did that. ZFG won it in 24 and 25, but they won it in 22. They've won it 3 out of 4 years. In 23, when they lost, they literally lost by a bench. So ZFG going for the three-peat this year, which hasn't been done since Chaos in 2009. Do any of these crews have enough? We're going to find out today if one of these three crews have enough. 2 out of the 3 will advance. You have 3 good crews, 2 crews that seem like they're a favorite over the third crew. The third crew, Liquid 128, they're kind of the underdog. I love being an underdog, right? You have no pressure. Can they push off one of these other 2 crews? We're going to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was a great thing seeing Frankie Neal win the flag yesterday. Local favorite. I think he had a great time out on the town last night, and people were just sort of like gushing about it. Like 21 years out there it's been now, so well deserved. And it was awesome to see him get carried up beach court towards the altar.
Yeah, Frankie Neal, just a great guy. He's been out there for a long time, like a couple decades. He's had a lot of great walks through the year. He's touched that flag a bunch of times, always getting at least halfway to 3/4 of the way at some point during that year. And then this year, his first two walks weren't that great yesterday. And someone that was up there actually said that Frankie said to him, "I think this is it for me," before his third walk.
Really?
And then he took it down. So that's the mind. Sometimes that mindset starts to play with you when you were up there a couple decades. Your first 2 walks weren't good, and then he went up there, relaxed his third walk, and he could have kept going. He had no stumbles. It was just a great walk.
Yeah. Well, the rowers are in their seine boats. The Greasy pole is all lathered up once again. Should we bring Phil Francis on with us this year?
Might as well.
Sorry. So we're going to take a real quick break and be right back with the men's senior semifinals live from Pavilion Beach. We'll be back in just a minute. I'm Corey Kukuru for 1623 Studios, and this is a story behind St. Peter's Fiesta. A Sicilian tradition was adopted in Gloucester in 1927 so the fishing community could pray for fair seas and huge catches before a statue to honor the patron saint of fishermen. It became a yearly procession which fishermen's wives organized into a multi-day celebration and feast. Religious events include a 9-day novena and a Catholic blessing of the fleet, followed by a parade where volunteers dressed in all white carry St. Peter through the streets. Fiesta concludes when the statue is returned to its home at the St. Peter's Club to a hail of confetti and song. Today, thousands enjoy the June festival with its carnival, music and mass at the ornate altar, hardcore seine boat races, and Fiesta's most popular event, the Greasy Pole, where costume contestants chase a flag pinned to the end of a greased pole high above Gloucester Harbor. The winner is carried from Pavilion Beach to the altar amidst chants of "Chissà tutte mute." What are you, mute? Why aren't you screaming "Viva San Pedro"? Until next time, see you in the neighborhood.
Viva San Pedro! Viva San Pedro!
And we are back for the 99th annual St. Peter's Fiesta. I'm Corey Cooker alongside John Castro, and joining us for the men's senior sailboat semifinals, 4-time sailboat champ, Phil Francis. Phil, welcome back, buddy.
Hey, Bona Fiesta?
Bona Fiesta, cuz.
Oh, you
Fiesta,
too, okay.
bud.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got to do it.
Great having you back
Gotta
with
do
us,
the right
Phil.
thing.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think we got a great race. It's Deja Fog.
It is, I know, man. I'm a little worried.
Hopefully it'll burn off, but if it doesn't, see what happens, and maybe the same as last year.
Yeah. Now, before we get into today's competition, I want to bring up a couple other things. Did you have a reaction to yesterday's races in the women's divisions? They were awesome.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was, and anybody who's been watching those races all week or competed, which I did, you knew, you had a funny feeling that's what was going to end up, because you had the boats and barbells.
Yep, boats and barbells.
And then you have the champions, and they have it coming home. That CrossFit stuff works. It absolutely works, and I think you're going to see a lot of crews in the future start getting into that CrossFit.
Yeah,
because it absolutely works.
Now, Salty Oil, unbelievable, repeat the title. But boats and barbells, wow.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if they
Unbelievable.
had 20 feet of water left, boats and barbells was going to win that race.
Wow.
You could see them just surging and surging and surging. So, all week we've had some really great races. Beginning with the girls' race, the women's race last week that had made them have a Wednesday elimination race. Excuse me. This morning, the Coast Guard, the Fire Department, and the Police Department, it was a 3-foot race.
I was going to ask about that. So can you set the table? So what exactly is that for folks who may not know?
It's the first responders race, and we had a great crowd. The crowds are getting bigger. I happen to turn. I'm the steerer for the cops, and I absolutely have a ball doing it. I have a lot of fun, and it was just one of those. You look up, they hit just ahead of us, but let's hope it continues the rest of the weekend. Let's hope we have races like that every day, and I think today we have a possibility of that.
Yeah, awesome stuff there too. Okay, so yeah, what do we think about today's matchups, right?
I think the great thing about today is you have two crews that a mix of the rowers for the last 10 years have all rowed together. And now they're rowing against each other. Yankees, Red Sox, Canadians, Bruins, these two crews, I'm telling you right now, they don't like each other. But after it's over, they're going to shake their hands. But right now, when you're in the boat, they don't like each other. They just want to, one group wants to smash the other one, the other group wants to smash that one and say, hey, we were right all along. And then you get Liquid 128. They're an upstart crew. They have a really good coach, Jimmy Tarantino. He knows how to work with rowers. He proved it today. He was with the fire department today. Last year, the fire department lost by 3 or 4 boats. Jimmy has a way. Jimmy was a great rower. Yeah. So Jimmy knows. Jimmy's a good teacher. He's a really, really good
and a former
teacher.
Survivor contestant.
Well,
we got to say that too. We got a national audience, Phil.
Yeah,
he was on Survivor.
He was on Survivor. His biggest mistake was trying to cross swords with Jimmy Johns, and that cost him.
That's good. Awesome. All right, how about I got a bunch of great notes on the junior sailboat semifinals that's going to happen afterwards as well. I know one team, the process, they're all 7th graders.
Oh yeah, that was. You know something? What's great about that? I watched. I had to go out one night with one of the junior girls crews. They were all 6th and 7th graders.
Yeah.
They were all like 12 and 13 years old. And there was one young girl that rowed, and now she has become my favorite rower of all time. She was probably about this tall, weighed about 65 pounds, never missed a stroke. And after I was done, because Timmy Oak stays for them, but he needed somebody to go that night, I told him, I said, she's awesome. And that whole crew, they have a future in the women's race. They're babies.
Yeah.
But it was great. They never missed a stroke in the whole race. Even though they lost, they never missed a stroke the whole race.
Yeah, well,
in the juniors division yesterday, the boat that ended up coming in 2nd place was a boat full of 8th and 9th grade girls.
Storm Surge.
Yeah, Storm Surge. And they went into the turn 3rd, they came out of the turn 3rd, and then they were coming on the champs, which is a boat full of people that graduated last year. So 18 and 19-year-old women.
Super impressive.
It's so impressive.
And they had great numbers this year. They had like 8 crews.
I think they had 9 crews.
The boys crew, there's only 4. Let's hope that we get the numbers up there, I think.
Well, we have graduating 7th graders. I think another boat is graduating 8th graders. So that bodes well for the future.
I think the thing, with the junior boys, maybe get out of the cell, get away from the computers and, do something.
Phil, I was going to tell you to do the same thing. You got to get off the computer too sometime.
Oh, I'm never on my computer's dead anyway.
Come on, you love it.
So, Phil, what do you think today? Who's your prediction to come in first today? Who's advancing?
I'm not going to make a prediction. My one prediction is I think it's going to be the Surge and Careless Whisper. I think they're going to be 1-2. I think Liquid 128. I don't think they have enough.
No.
Isaac. Does any of these crews have enough to beat ZFJ?
Absolutely. Yeah. Either one of them. You got a lot of champs in each boat.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're talking guys who have won 7, 8, 9 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think ZFG is definitely, they're the top dog right now. But on any given Sunday, something can happen. So we'll see what happens, see how the weekend works out.
Yeah, we have a nice crowd set up here already today. Great flotilla coming in. I thought I saw one of the crews putting around behind the Greasy pole.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah. So we're going to wait for the other two to come in, and I believe the event's going to start with round 4:45.
Phil, I want to ask you one thing. So Careless Whisper, this is to me the scuttler, the person that steers the boat. That was you. You were a tremendous scuttler. You did a great job steering the boats that you did, including Chaos, winning multiple titles with them. Now, one boat, Careless Whisper, has a first-time scuttler.
Never been in the same boat.
Never been in the same boat. And that's so people understand that the scuttler steers the boat. It's basically like the quarterback of the team. That's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, something, he's looked pretty good this week, but this is different. This is the weekend now. It's not during the weekend. It's, you got to give the edge to Joe Belbo. Joe's been doing it 40 years. And when he wasn't steering, he was rowing.
Right.
So Joe's been there for a long time. Joe's one of the guys I looked up to when I started steering.
How about Rick Miles in the Liquid 128? He's the scuttler for them.
It's like I said, Joe Belbo's the top dog in this race. So we'll see what happens.
So here we are, Saturday of this Fiesta.
We got the Fiesta hats are out, John.
There we are.
Every year they do this.
We have our senior same boats.
Before we go on, I just want to mention a couple of the greats that we lost. Passed away the last 2 months.
Absolutely, Phil.
California Joe Verga, my Uncle Joe. He didn't make it here. He didn't make it out to Gloucester much as he would have, but God, I loved him. A lot of guys down the corner loved him. And Joe Turk Kukla, who was a legend in the sport. He's one of those guys that we all looked up to. Just happened to be a cousin of mine, too. So I just want to send, my best wishes out to the families, let them know we're thinking about them, and we're going to be missing them, especially this time of year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well said.
Our prayers go out to the families.
So you're going to start seeing emergency boats, Gloucester Police Boat, the Harbor Masters out there, the Coast Guard. They're going to try to clear lanes to the right of the Greasy Pole is where the same boat races occur. We got a lot of boat traffic out there right now, but they're out there trying to open that up for us.
Fog's lifting.
Yeah. Yep.
You can actually see the flag, so let's hope we don't have a repeat of what happened last year.
Yeah.
Last year the fog came in thick and two boats collided. First time anyone's seen that pretty much
in a long
ever.
Time. Speaking of Joe Turk, he was involved in a fog race one year. He turned the flag, but he didn't turn the flag. Famous words, "I got you now."
And, of course, here comes the first flock of Greasy Pole walkers for today. 44 in total, slowly making their way to the platform. It is dead low tide right now. That's a long climb up that ladder to that 12x12 platform. So you're going to hear a little buzz from the crowd now.
You can see the boat on screen. That's Greasy Pole walkers for Saturday. They're getting their traditional boat tour right to the Greasy Pole where they'll climb up.
They're going to wind up
all
the crowd.
44 of them. Frankie Neal, your 2026 Friday champion, will be the first walker today. And there they are. There's your Greasy Pole walkers.
We have our first official Viva chant of the afternoon. And folks, we're going to have live coverage of Championship Sunday starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. So if you're watching us on YouTube, kindly subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss a minute of the action. It's Corey Cooker alongside John Castro and four-time same boat champ Phil Francis, bringing you live coverage of the men's senior same boat semifinals. The top two finishers today move on to take on champs ZFG tomorrow afternoon. Then we'll have the Greasy Pole with 44 walkers, and then the junior men's semifinals. The winner, the sole winner, moves on to face Warriors and Tono tomorrow afternoon. But right now, yeah, you're seeing the full circle here from the Greasy Pole walkers as they make their way towards the pole and the platform.
Here comes a late arriving crowd.
Good crowd today on Pavilion Beach.
Yeah, well, the
Low
last
tide.
few years we've done this, it's been dead high tide.
I
There's
know.
been no real estate in front of us now. Here comes everybody.
I don't think anything tops the year after COVID was over.
No,
The
that-
crowd that we had there, that was unbelievable.
But we did have that special event last year where the fog lifted miraculously so we could get in those races.
You can see on a Saturday the crowd's a little rowdier than a Friday. No doubt about that, Corey.
Yeah, it's true, and we're probably going to have our bigger international audience today, John, but we should, a little inside Greasy Pole stuff, a little inside Gloucester for all of you. Sunday is really the biggest day of Fiesta. It's the biggest religious day. There's a procession of the St. Peter's statue, and it's actually returned to the St. Peter's Club. It's nesting spot throughout the rest of the year at the end of the Fiesta event. That's just one of many activities going on. The Blessing of the Fleet occurs on Sunday as well. It's also Championship Sunday, too. All the Greasy Pole walkers are winners on Sundays, or those walking in the name of someone who has won in years past. And, of course, we have defending champs for the men's senior Sainbow finals tomorrow. And what happened last year, too, in the juniors, Magnolia 5-2-5-1, that was their second time winning that in a row. They sort of graduated. They have to move up after that. So that's why we have Warriors and Tono, the runners-up from last year, are waiting Sunday to take on today's junior men's winner.
So you got a good view of the Greasy Pole walkers as they're going to climb the ladder to get up on top of the Greasy Pole. And they're going to wait for the senior men's eliminations between Careless Whisper, the Surge, and Liquid 128.
Hey, Phil,
Two of the three boats will advance to Championship Sunday.
Do you guys know, like, when all the zany costumes started happening for the Greasy Pole?
You know something? I think it started kind of in the 60s, but it wasn't like they had. I mean, it was mostly guys dressing dresses.
Yeah.
Like when I walked, it was always my grandmother's dress. My ex-wife's wedding dress, I think I wore it one year. The guys I walked with, most of us wore dresses. I'm not going to say nothing because we were before it was fashionable. But hey, I was hot looking in some of those. Let me trust me.
Go back in the day.
Must have been drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah,
I think it was the late 60s, early 70s is when and now it's evolved into a contest who has the best outfit.
there are some good ones.
Oh, yeah, and some of them out of control, let me tell you.
Yeah. So that's a long climb. We were with a six-time champ Derek Hopkins yesterday, and he said that's a 15 to 20-foot climb just to get to the platform. That ladder's covered in barnacles. It's slick, too. That's troublesome all in and of itself, because he said, like, you could easily slip, fall backwards, you'd be right back on that boat. Pretty dangerous stuff. And we do say there is all kinds of emergency personnel out there, too. Coast Guard lifeguards are out there on kayaks and floating around out there, too, keeping an eye on everybody. And we'll get into the Greasy Pole rules in a bit, but some of the unwritten rules are in the courtesy round, you don't grab the flag in the first round. And then you always keep an eye on the walker in front of you, just to make sure he or she is okay.
This tide right now is where you find out who the men are. You know, who's got it, really got a lot of guys, they don't like this high fall.
Hey, Isaac, you want to pull up the conditions real quick, the weather conditions? I want to bend Phil's ear about what the boats might be up against today. So, Phil, dead low tide, does that make a difference at all? The wind, any chop out there, what do you see?
I don't think they're going to have a problem with the weather at all. This is perfect rowing weather right here. The tide will make a difference because down the beach front itself, there's a little bit of a difference in the angle of the beach itself. So,
What's that?
So the experienced steerers will know the spot to try to hit in a close race.
There's a lot of boats in the way right now on the course. There's no doubt about that. A a lot, not just one or two.
Oh, yeah, they don't understand it. It's the knuckleheads. They don't understand that they're in the course right now, and it's going to probably delay the race a little bit.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
There we go.
So coming up is the Saturday 2026 Senior Seine Boat semifinals. We're waiting for the boats to line up. We see a couple boats out there.
We have all three crews are over here now, so.
Just waiting for them to line up, clear the course a little bit more.
So Isaac, now would be a good time. Maybe let's bring up the Seine boat rules. So Phil, we're going to have these up on the screen and try to explain some of the stuff to the folks out there. So these are 3 boats side by side with 12 crew members, including a coxswain. The coxswain keeps the rhythm and the cadence on the boat. We'll talk more about that in a bit. And the scuddler, who is in charge of the steering and making the turn around the flag. So you can see that person standing on the back of the boat there. The boats are named Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria accordingly, and obviously. They're approximately 30 feet long and weigh about 3,000 pounds. Even the oars are heavy. So this is some heavy lifting from all the competitors. Like we say, the boats line up side by side right here in front of us at the edge of Pavilion Beach. Each boat has a designated flag they row towards. From left to right, there is a red, white, and blue flag out there. A blind draw decides which boat each team rows and which flag they must go around. So the crews row out, a half-mile out, turn around at their flag. They got to go around the flag and row straight back to the start. The first boat to hit the beach and come to a stop wins. First place raises an American flag. Second place raises an Italian flag. Phil, you've raised a flag before.
Yeah, a couple times. A few times. Had a lot of fun. My favorite picture I have is of me when we won in 2000 with the American flag. And you've seen that picture.
Yeah,
me just
great
sitting
picture.
with the flag. It's because I love my flag, and I love my country, and nothing like raising that American flag. Nothing at all.
So Phil, what's going through the rowers' minds right now, all 3 boats?
Right now, they're nervous. They
Yeah.
want to get their first stroke in and get rid of the butterflies. And you probably got a couple guys in the boat that have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And it's total nerves. That's what's going. I mean, I used to lose it until we got that first stroke. My mouth dry, just getting ready to go. And then once you get that first stroke, nerves are gone, and it's just about race time.
What are the coaches saying to the crews right now?
Right now, he's probably knowing these guys, they're really not saying anything right now. They'll start talking more the closer they get to lining up. Right now, they're letting everybody sit in their own mind, let them think for themselves.
So quiet before the storm.
They already gave the speech down the dock once they pulled off the dock.
Right.
Now you guys see some of these boats have the red and yellow Sicilian flag. Seeing more and more of those around here.
Well, I think more people are embracing their Sicilian heritage. Gloucester is known as an Italian city, but it's more Sicilian than Italian. Because most of the people came, Terracini. A lot of Gloucesters from Terracini. And it's just, I totally embrace my Sicilian heritage more than, I don't have an Italian heritage. My family was Sicilian. So
yeah, my family was Terracini as well. My father's side, my mother's side is from Messina.
Yeah.
All right, folks, if you're just tuning in, you are watching the 99th Annual St. Peter's Fiesta. It is Saturday coverage here. We have the men's senior Seine boat semifinals, followed by the Greasy pole with 44 walkers, followed by the junior men's Seine boat semifinals as well. It's Corey Cooper from Bridge Cape Ann and 1623 Studios alongside John Nicastro and Phil Francis once again, sharing all the sights and sounds with you from Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts. We're going to do this all over again for you guys tomorrow as well. 4 p.m. Eastern time is when our coverage begins. And we are here wire to wire with you. And we are waiting on all the Seine boat crews to line up. We're waiting for emergency vehicles to clear the lanes so we can get that race underway, which should be momentarily. It is a beautiful day here in Gloucester. We may luck out. This fog may just lift in time and not be a factor.
And here's hoping that they line up and just go.
Well, what are the odds of that, Phil?
You have 2 captains out there, I won't name names, that will be a pain. and one captain that just wants to go.
Yeah, a lot of posturing, which is understand is all part of the gamesmanship.
Yeah, oh yeah, like I said, win if you can, lose if you must, but always.
Be nice, Phil. His kids listening.
The kids are listening
The kids
again.
are listening. So the boats is coming right into screen now.
So you want to bring up the cruise and talk about the cruise for a bit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Isaac, whenever you have a chance, let's bring up the cruise. So here's Liquid 128. They're in the red course here on the left today. You've got Scuttler Rick Miles, the Coxswain Jimmy Tarantino, Matt Roskowski, Tim Towler, Greg Conrad, Connor Costello, Lyle Nelson, John Fararanti, Cody Ferrero, Max Lott, Kurt Hunziker, and Nate Ferrero. What do you know? Do you know anything about this crew, guys, that we can level in on here?
Well, Liquid 128,
Yep.
young,
There's good rows
good
on
coach. They got some Tommy Conrad. Tommy
son.
Conrad's it. Greg.
that. Yeah.
He was with Chaos one year, in fact.
Yep.
I think he rode with them.
There's
Good
good
rower.
rowers on that crew with a great coach and a scuttle. Let's see what
Yeah.
they can do.
John Ferranti, he rode with me a couple times. Good rower. I just think they're in a difficult situation, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
All right, who do we have next? This is Surge. They are in the white course in the middle, and they are going to be in the Nina, right? Yep, they're in the Nina. That is Scuttler Joe Balbo, the Coxswains Andy Orlando, Rowers Jay Hildebrecht, Clayton Morrissey, Mike Tarantino, Steve Totoni, Chris Casatari, Dylan Morrissey, Alex Militello, Rob Morrissey, Seth Morrissey, Mike Guglielmi.
I told you, remember I was telling you earlier about the boats? Jimmy's already saying they got to move over because he likes his steerer. They like to go high on the course. All those boats are in the high course right now.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they sometimes they don't have a clue.
And
Here comes
in
the
the
national
blue
anthem.
course today, oh, is the anthem already?
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think so.
well, back with you in a minute, folks.
There we go, Phil.
All right, there is your national anthem. Beautiful rendition. We hope you heard a bit and pieces of that, folks. All right, Isaac, let's bring up the other boat this afternoon, Careless Whisper. They are in the Pinta in the blue course on the right. Scuttler Drew Dominic, the Coxswains Vito Gigoloni Sr. Rowers, ready for this. I hope you like your Gigolonis, folks. Nick Gigoloni, Chris Gigoloni, Mark Gigoloni, Chris Carvelis, Paul Simon, Mike Mitchell, Vito Gigoloni, Mark Haggett, Joe Gigoloni, and Janda Ricky Munn. Yeah, and that's it. It's not
When you hear that
It's
many
not Giacaloni. It's
When you hear that
Gigoloni.
many Gigolonis, you know it's going to be a good crew. It's that simple.
Great family.
Awesome family.
Great boy. Great. Now they're all men now, but.
Yeah. You see there's a bunch of them on the juniors. There's one junior crew with like 3 or 4 of them. I love it.
All their kids.
They're all little ones, too. I love it.
Someday they might have 10 rowers, all
Right.
gigalonis.
We'll just have gigalonis racing against each other out there.
Right.
Oh,
Here we go, Phil, Corey. 2026 semifinals, senior Seine boats.
fog
Yeah.
lifted a little, just perfect for the race time.
Liquid 128. The Surge. Careless Whisper. We have 2 of these 3 boats will advance to Sunday to go up against the champs, ZFG, who's back-to-back in 24 and 25 and won 1 and 22, so they've won 3 out of the last 4 years. 2 of these boats will advance.
I'm looking forward to this one, guys.
Oh, yeah. You know what's great? It's flat ass calm. So there's no excuses.
Jimmy
Right.
T to the boat to the left, which is Liquid 128, is telling the committee boat they got to move
They
about
got to move
8 boats.
every boat that's there. They got to move them.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys get a shot of the Greasy pole and the whole flotilla there, you're going to see as they sort of creep up beyond the flag, they are actually in the course, in the red course. So they all got to get pushed back out of the way there.
Beautiful crowd on the beach. I know Vito, his boat, Vito just wants to go.
Yeah.
Andy will play games. Jimmy will play games. But Andy and Vito have the experience. Jimmy's kind of only been doing this 2 or 3 years. But like I said, he's a very good teacher of young rowers.
The boats are lining up, getting ready to start our senior Seine boats semifinals. Liquid 128, the Surge, and Careless Whisper. Which 2 boats are going to advance to Championship Sunday to try to take down ZFG, the champs?
Oh, okay. They got it cleared out now, so.
Careless Whisper still trying to get in position over here.
They have a rookie steerer. So let's see what happens there.
Liquid 1, with the
Drew?
with the
Drew Dominic?
Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper.
So the steerer will be keeping the boat straight all the way to the flag. Careless Whisper has a scuttler, Drew Dominic, his first time in a Seine boat. Let's see what he'll do. His boat is loaded with good rowers. Does he have what it takes to keep a straight path, turn that flag, and be one of the first 2 boats to hit the beach?
There's always lots of posturing and gamesmanship here as the boats start to line up. I assume we're going to see a false start or 2.
They might surprise everybody today because it's so flat right now. And you know something, as a coach right now, because of the fog, you don't want to see a fog move in. You want to get going.
So here they go. They're lining up. You'll start to see the bowmen start to take short strokes called feathering to try to get a little momentum in the boat. It's kind of like Fred Flintstone running in place to get the car to take off. The bowman will do the same thing. The last 2 rowers in the 9 and 10 seats will start to feather. Get the boat moving just a little bit of momentum.
So right now we're waiting for the coxswain in the middle boat to raise his arms, and then we'll see if the other 2 follow suit. It's almost like if they have a gentleman's agreement, the race begins.
So the scuttler is standing up, that you can see. He's steering the boat. In front of the scuttler is the coach. The coach will put his hands up, signifying that his boat's ready to take off.
What you're going to notice is the bowmen rowing because they want to give the boat a little bit of momentum. All 3 crews will do it. It's not a cheating move. It's just trying to get momentum so the boat doesn't back into the beach.
Here they go. In the picture now, Drew Dominic with Careless Whisper. The scuttler standing up. In front of him, Vito Gigaloni, the coach for Careless Whisper.
I think we're going to get a good start.
There they go. They're lined up. All 3 boats are lined up.
Jimmy's ready.
Hands are
Jimmy's
up.
ready.
Liquid 128 to the left. His coach's hands are up saying he's ready. In the middle, Andy Orlando. To the right, Vito Gigaloni. Liquid 128 to the left, hands up.
They're halfway there, Phil. Oh,
Vito's ready. They're going to come back.
yeah, they're going to come back.
There we
Almost
go.
at the flag.
Here we go with Andy.
This is how it goes, folks. It's deliberate. It's all part
Part
of
of
the game.
it is mind games. Part of it is not letting another team get an edge, which I think any athlete understands that, Phil. Right?
They need the fans to start booing heavily.
You're an athlete. You can't let anyone have an edge. In basketball, you can't let someone start with a 20-point lead. Unless you're the Knicks. I mean, they came back.
I've seen so many times, been in so many races where everybody's dead even. And there's always one captain who just plays games. He knows he could start the race, but he's just going to play games.
And if that gets into the other crew's heads,
Yeah,
it works.
yeah, absolutely.
It works.
And I've seen it happen. Then they get smoked, blown out of the water.
It can go either way.
And folks,
After they bring them back like that, Phil, now what's going through the rowers' minds now? Is it just staying?
Yeah, they just want to, your mindset. Just keep your head in the game, that's all.
Don't worry about it.
These guys, the two veteran crews, they've been here, they've done it, they've won championships. This stuff doesn't bother them. It's the young crew, Liquid 128, that it might affect. That's why their coach, Jimmy, should try to get the race started as soon as possible instead of doing 3 or 4 starts. Because the more he does that, the more his young guys starts getting in their heads.
Here we go, lining up for a second time.
And if you're just tuning in, we are anticipating the beginning of the men's senior same boat semifinals. The top 2 crews advance tomorrow to face defending champ ZFG.
No, chaos.
We've already had one false start. Boats are getting back into position. Each boat about 30 feet long and 3,000 pounds heavy. But I think with the strength of these crews, these guys are going to go through this like skating through this today.
There we go, we're lining up again. You can see Liquid 128 to the left of the screen. In the middle, you have the Surge. To the right, you can't see in the screen, but to the right is Careless Whisper. Getting ready to start the senior men's semi-final race. 2 out of 3 boats will. Here's a beautiful view from our drone footage.
I think we're going to get a start right here.
You can see in that view why certain coaches won't put their hands up, because Liquid 128 has like a boat lead already over.
Well, we'll see if Careless Whisper can catch up here now for the start.
So now you can see them evening up. Liquid 128 to the left. The Surge in the middle. Careless Whisper to the right.
It's close.
Getting ready to go here.
They're dead even, right? They're almost dead even right now. There we go. They're dead even right now.
Of course he's ready.
Now Vito's ahead.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Vito's got a half a boat.
That's a no.
Yeah. There they go. Take 3.
There
They're going to bring
we
them
go.
back again.
Surge says, let's pull that back a little bit.
You can see from that great drone footage of how the coaches are trying to get it even. The coach puts his hands up saying he's ready. They're not going to put their hands up if the other boat's leading. So you get that great footage to see exactly what's going on inside the boats.
If you
I'm
notice,
the coach, I'm not putting my hands up if the other boat's leading. It's that simple.
Notice who's the only coach that hasn't brought his hands up yet.
Right. So we're going to do it again a 3rd time. That's great drone footage right there as an aerial view of exactly what's going on in the coach's minds. I'm only putting my hands up if I'm tied or ahead.
And you are looking out at Gloucester Harbor, right off Pavilion Beach here, the heart of St. Peter's Fiesta, and the old Fort neighborhood, the old Sicilian enclave. This is the 99th year of St. Peter's Fiesta. We have a big one coming up next year. Can't wait for that, but we have a lot of activities to look forward to for the rest of the weekend here. So these guys are going to try to get lined up again. We've had a couple of false starts, but that's all part of the game. And then we'll see who gets to try this all over again tomorrow.
Here we go for take 3, lining up again. Senior men's semifinals, same boats.
Yeah. And from left to right on your screen, it's going to be Liquid 128 going up towards the red flag in the Santa Maria. Surge is in the Nina. They're in the middle in the white lane, going towards the white flag. And Careless Whisper is in the Pinta on the far right, going towards the blue flag. Flags are 1/2 mile out. They got to make a turn around that, got to clear that flag, make their way straight back. The first to hit the beach and stop will be your winner. But the top 2 spots matter today, so we're expecting a dogfight.
Wow, take 3, Phil. Is anyone, what's going on? It's the same composure still? Keep your mindset good?
Yeah.
Are they getting a little bit antsy?
Those guys are getting antsy, I can tell.
Who's those guys? 128?
Liquid 128.
Because they're inexperienced?
Right. I think we're going to start this time. I think Andy's done playing games.
Well, look, Phil, all you have to do is psych out one crew. All you have to do is psych out one crew.
That's all you got to do.
One rower.
You jump, you jump them, and oars are like all over the place.
There they go, lining up again.
All right, let's see if this happens this time around. They look a little more determined.
Lining up for a 3rd time to get the senior men's race, semifinal race underway. Which 2 are going to advance to Sunday for Championship Sunday?
I think this is going to happen.
They're as even as you can get right now.
Jimmy T's hands are up. To the left, Liquid 128, the coach's hands are up.
Come on, make it happen.
Yep. There we go.
There they go, they're off.
And we're underway.
There they go, senior men's semifinal race underway. All 3 boats.
And as Careless Whisper.
It looks like Gigaloni's to the right.
Out.
Careless Whisper. With a great start. It looks like on the start, it looked like Liquid 128 missed some strokes. They got caught off guard.
I kind of told you that was,
Yep, they got caught off guard.
Even right now, something to think about this race is if they get a big enough lead coming home between those 2, first and second place, you don't know what they have coming home unless that dislike for each other comes in and they say, no, we're going to win.
Right. Which could easily happen.
So they just passed the Greasy pole, and they're making their way through the flotilla now on the left-hand side, just a couple 100 yards out from the edge of the beach.
With a slight lead.
Yeah. Looks like the Surge with about a bench lead in the middle.
Andy by about that much.
Boy, Liquid 28 awfully close to that boat out there. Wow.
Yeah, he almost hit that boat, huh?
Jimmy T said it.
That was tight.
At that to the left, Liquid 128. That boat was.
If I was behind by 2 boats, I would have hit the guy. That'll learn.
We know you would. So here we go. The Surge in the middle, up by about a bench. Careless Whisper to the right in second, and Liquid 128.
Surge is making a little move right now. Quarter of a boat.
Yeah. And keep in mind, folks, the top 2 finishers advance.
So Phil, walk us through what's going on out there right now.
Right now, you got your steerers trying to position themselves for the turn. These boats are heavy boats. You want to go a little higher than you did in the old days of the lighter boats. Your turn started before the flag, kind of. With these ones, you want to start your turn when you're maybe like a quarter. You move the boat, everybody's still rowing, and then you're going to call it when you're about 3/4 into that little self-turn. Surge making another move.
The Surge looks like they're up by about a half a boat, maybe, not even.
A little less than a half.
Yeah, a little less. Joe Balbo's been doing this in this lane. He's way to the left. Sorry, that's not
No,
Joe
he'll
Balbo.
be
That's
all
Rick
right.
Miles.
Yeah, Rick Miles
That's
out.
Rick Miles, way to the left. Is that?
Yeah,
is he
Liquid 128s. They're a boat behind right now. Still a close race, though.
Yeah.
They can't seem to pull away from him right now. The turn's going to be huge.
Oh,
The
right.
turn is going to be huge.
2 out of 3 boats advance to Sunday to go up against ZFG, the defending champs, back-to-back, and won 3 out of 4 years. The Surge in the middle, Careless Whisper to the right, as you can see, neck and neck pretty much, about a 2-bench lead for the Surge. Liquid 128's falling behind by at least a boat.
When they get about 100 yards from the flag, the captains and the steerer are going to ask for some boat speed. You want that boat speed going in the flag. Half a boat.
Yep, the Surge in the middle looks like about a half a boat.
Yeah, Surge about a half a boat.
Liquid 128's kind of hanging around.
Yeah, they're making up a little ground.
Yeah, they are.
Tell us now, Phil, 100 yards from the flag.
100
Walk
yards
us
from the
through
flag. Now you're talking more to the crew
Yeah.
than you have been. You're preparing them for the turn. You have to get them
it.
ready.
Walk us through the turn, how 5 was come out. What happens? Tell us.
When you start your turn, once you call your turn, your non-turner side is going to stop. A lot of guys like to have one guy dig in. Your bow man, his biggest thing is he wants to make sure the flag ends up on the right side. Usually takes about 7 or 8 strokes to get out of the turn. Then your coach is going to have them fall in.
So we have 10 rowers. 5 of the rowers on the non-turning side will stop rowing.
They'll stop. They'll clock back, and then what you do is you do your restart, just like you start at the beach. You go like 3 or 4 strokes,
Yeah.
a 3/4, and then you fall in.
Here's our turn,
There they
boys.
go. There goes the Surge. There goes Careless Whisper. There goes Liquid 128.
Look good from here.
All
Wow.
3.
Wow. He went way past it.
Yeah, he did.
Here they come. The
And they
Surge
judge.
in the
Oh,
middle.
he hit the flag.
Joe Balbo.
We'll see him straighten out for the half-mile stretch home. That helped Careless Whisper and Liquid 128.
All right, we
It
got a
is tight now.
dogfight.
Wow, look, all
Oh,
3
boy.
boats, and it looks
Even,
like it looks
dead
like
even.
It looks like Careless Whisper and the Surge about dead even. Liquid 128 is about 3/4 of the way behind, 3/4 back, 3/4 of a boat, maybe a boat.
Oh, boy, guys. I'm putting my glasses on now just in case.
Here we go.
Just in case I see it happen on
Careless
the beach.
Whisper making a little bit of a move, Phil.
Who?
Careless Whisper,
Yeah.
little bit of a move.
But it's dead even right now.
And
There's
Surge,
nothing.
Liquid
Wow.
128's not calling it. It's Liquid 128's right there.
And Careless
I'll
Whisper
tell you what,
What a
Liquid
race.
128 throwing a
just
great
nudged into
race.
the lead.
Liquid 128 right there to the
Careless-
left. 2 out of the 3 will advance.
Vito's got the lead right now.
Those boats are getting a little tight. A little tight, guys.
2 out of the 3 will advance in the semifinals to get to Championship Sunday.
Boy, both boats' oars are in sync.
Right now it's Careless Whisper and the Surge. Liquid 128 little over a boat and a half behind.
Careless Whisper's making a major move right now.
Yes, they are.
They're opening up. They got a half a boat lead. You know what? They're getting real close to each other,
Yeah,
too.
they are. Yes, they are. If I was Drew
they might hit
Dominic,
oars.
if I was Drew Dominic, I would move over before something happens. One of these boats better move.
Because Careless Whisper's going this way. He
Right.
should be going that way.
Right.
Oh, boy. They're getting
Yeah,
real
they're getting real
tight to
close.
each other right now.
Liquid 128's falling behind.
He's out of his lane.
The Surge in the middle, Careless Whisper to the right. Right now, 2 out of the 3 advance to Sunday. Liquid 128's falling way behind.
Yeah, Liquid 128's all done. They made a good push, though.
Yeah, they had a good race. They're running out a little out of
They had
gas.
3/4.
Inexperience will do that. But a great race of Liquid 128.
They're
But this is
opening
coming
up. They're
down to
almost
the
a
Surge
boat.
and Careless Whisper. Careless Whisper is opening it up about a boat lead at this point. They are turning it on. Phil, Careless Whisper is turning it on.
Now, you don't know what's going on right now, really. You don't know who's rowing hard, who's not, who's just saying, let's go to Sunday. But they turned it on coming home.
Phil, this is the point where the coxswains, they're also cognizant of what Liquid 128's doing. Like,
right.
okay, I got you.
So here they come, Surge and Careless Whisper. It looks like these two boats will be advancing to Championship Sunday to try to take down ZFG, the defending back-to-back champs.
Making their way to the flotilla momentarily.
Careless Whisper right now is in like the white flag lane. Should be over more. That's why the oars look like they were going to hit.
Drew Dominic had a good turn, Phil.
Race is over.
Did. Yeah, it's over. Careless Whisper and Surge look like they're going to advance. Liquid 128 is pushing a little bit. I like it.
They're going to run out of water.
Yeah, yep.
Hey, they rode a good race. They rode a really good race.
I mean, Liquid 128 can literally grab jello shots from that boat they're just missing there by the flotilla.
Yeah, they're opening it up, too. They got open water.
And there you go, folks,
There we
at
go.
the flotilla
They're
now.
approaching the Greasy Pole Shuffle.
It is Careless
They
Whisper
ain't going to
and
do a
Surge.
shuffle. They don't need it.
Careless Whisper and the Surge going to
talks about
advance
the Greasy Pole
to
Shuffle.
Sunday to take on ZFG, the champs. Liquid 128 with a good race, just not enough. The Surge went into the turn first. Careless Whisper and the Surge pretty much came out about the same time. And Careless Whisper turned it on the half a mile back home.
All right, you're going to see them hit that beautiful sea green water right now as
Yeah,
they
they
are near
are.
the beach.
Watch the smile on Vito's face.
And the first
Careless
is
Whisper.
beautiful shot, guys.
Here they come. Careless Whisper is going to be a Saturday champs.
They're gonna
First
coast
place,
in.
second place is going to be the Surge.
Well, Sunday race is all
Third
set.
place
We know
is
what
Liquid
we got.
128. A great race all the way around. All three boats with a good race. Nice, solid race.
Look at that. Fantastic.
Drew Dominic did a great job turning. Congratulations on your second race, bud.
Are we expecting any chatter here between these two crews because of the near miss, Phil?
What's that?
Are you going to expect any chatter between the two crews because of that near miss?
Nah, I don't think so.
All right, so Careless Whisper and Surge advance to tomorrow's finals. There's your Careless Whisper crew. Cheers all around, guys. You see the American flag there as well.
Great job to all three crews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
great showing by Liquid 128.
Yeah, good point, Phil.
Careless Whisper and the Surge. Congratulations and good luck tomorrow trying to take down ZFG, the defending champs. 3 out of 4 years as well, ZFG. Going after the three-peat. Something that hasn't been done since Chaos in 2009, 10, and 11.
So that puts a bow on it, folks. The men's senior Sainbow semifinals are a wrap. Careless Whisper and Surge advance to face ZFG tomorrow, right around 4:45 p.m. We'll have all that coverage for you. And we're going to be back with Phil Francis for the juniors boat after this. But any final thoughts on what we just saw?
There's something, there are things I saw that I could say, but then it gets taken out of context, and then somebody might kill you for saying it. You don't know what happened. I tell you one thing right now, though. Careless Whisper, big smile on Vito's face for obvious reasons, but tomorrow, obviously, ZFG is going to be the favorite going into tomorrow. Don't call either one of those crews out, though. Just veteran rowers. They know what they're doing. Veteran coaches. I think the Surge, they got a few things to work on. Because they had the lead going. They had the lead. So.
Well, you got 24 hours to figure it out, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, all right, we're going to be back with Phil for the junior men's semifinals after the Greasy Pole. When John and I come back, we'll be joined by 9-time Greasy Pole champ Peter Frontiero. Can't wait for that. 44 walkers vying for a chance to walk on Championship Sunday. You're watching live coverage of St. Peter's Fiesta live from Gloucester, Massachusetts and Pavilion Beach. We'll be back right after this.
The following presentation of the 2026 St. Peter's Fiesta, live from Gloucester, Massachusetts, is brought to you by St. Peter's Fiesta Incorporated, Streamography Productions, 1623 Studios, and Bridge Cape Ann. Shared worldwide by Live Now from Fox. Welcome to Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts for live coverage of St. Peter's Fiesta, a nearly 100-year-old religious tradition brought here from Sicily, where faith meets fierce competition on the water. For 3 days, we have full coverage of Fiesta's most iconic events. The Seine boat races, born right here as friendly rivalries between fishing crews racing the very boats they use to feed their families and our community. We have a bird's eye view of the races in the women's, juniors, and men's divisions. If you watched last year, you know anything can happen. And the main event, the Greasy pole contest, a tradition dating back to 15th century Europe. Then it was a test of manhood. Now it's the most popular attraction on Cape Ann. Tens of thousands are here today, and everyone wants to see who will grab the flag. History is here, and bragging rights are on the line. Whether you're with us in Gloucester or watching from an ocean away, Viva San Pedro! This is St. Peter's Fiesta.
All right, and we are back getting ready for the Greasy Pole. Corey Kukru alongside John Castro and 9-time Greasy Pole champ, Mr. Peter Frontiero. How are you, cuz?
Good to see you, Corey. I'm doing good.
Thanks so much for doing this, Pete. We really appreciate it. So Pete's going to be with us for everything here, too. First of all, super psyched to have you on
Frankie
board with
Nail
us.
already.
Frankie already walked?
Right.
All right, let's turn around and get to the action.
Yep.
So Frankie was yesterday's walker.
So the first walker was Frankie Nail, who won it yesterday. And now we have our second walker. That happened really quick. We have Frankie the List Pacheco. There he goes. They're going quick. Third up is Peter Favazza. Peter, Pete, tell us what's going through their minds up there in the first round.
Right now, they're nervous as hell. The butterflies are deep in their stomachs, and they're just really nervous. They just get their feet wet after that first walk, and they'll settle in. It always takes that first walk to settle in.
Yeah. What did you think of Frankie Nail winning it?
You know, it was just such a special moment. I loved seeing Frankie win it. I've been rooting for him for the last 20 years. I knew he had it in him. I knew he had it in him, but it was just not getting to the flag. It was taking it down what he had a problem with. And I told him yesterday, go through it.
Bobby Montanaro up next, number 4. There he goes. Ooh. Next up, number 5, Dominic Novello. The courtesy round. Pete, tell us about the courtesy round.
Courtesy round is everybody gets one walk to put on a show for themselves. Some will try to get as far as they can. Some guys like me, I didn't like to go too far in the first round because I didn't like to take the grease off. I wanted the grease to stay.
Oh, no kidding.
I frowned on guys that tried to walk out and they dive forward and swipe at it. Yeah, I didn't like any of that. You know, I wanted the grease up there. Make it tougher for us walkers.
There goes Dominic Novello. Next up is Brian Barrett. With us is the GOAT of the Greasy Pole, Peter Black Frontiero, 9-time champion, won 7 in a row, all on Sunday. What a guest that we have with us, having the GOAT with us.
And Samantha Barrett is with us tomorrow to call the Sunday contest.
Samantha does a great job.
She's awesome.
She is very good.
Ooh. And so we got to give Pete some of his flowers, too, while he's here. Pete won the first Greasy Pole at age 14.
Insane.
And then when John, like growing up, like we're all pretty much the same age, but we watched Pete win. Basically, it was like a part of growing up.
Right.
Every Sunday at Fiesta, this is the guy who grabbed the flag.
Next up, Mark Fernandez. Just took a nice hit. Next up, John Linquata, the 3rd. Yeah, I remember we used to get grease at tallies, and like when some of the kids do what they do today in the yard, go Tom Brady throwing the pass, or Gronk catching it, or whoever it might be. We used to grease up the pole and say Peter Black Frontiero, and he was one of our good bodies. That's how much we looked up to him. Next up, Kenny Stubby Azzaro. Kenny wants to be the oldest person to win the Greasy Pole. Steve Melitello did it a couple years ago. He said he wants to take it down and be the oldest to win it. Any favorites today, Pete?
I like Frankie Neal to take it down in the third round.
Wow, all right.
I like Frankie Neal.
Just what he did yesterday. We'll see.
I'd love to see Frank Pacheco today. He's dying to be the oldest man to win the Greasy Bowl.
That looked fantastic.
He always takes hard hits. Sean Doan. I coached him on the Vikings. We took a couple titles down. Good luck, Sean.
Frankie's sister passed away a year ago today, so that would be
Yeah.
something special to see Frankie Pacheco take
Absolutely.
it down. Really
Thank
would
you for
be.
mentioning that. Prayers to the family. Mark Smith. Great
This
athlete.
kid's a great athlete.
Great athlete right here.
He's had a good walk or two before.
Pete, tell us a little. Up there goes Mark Smith. Next up is Brandon Malloy. Pete, Derek Hopkins, he has 6 titles. Last year he was going for 7 in a row. Right? Obviously you did that. Didn't happen for him. Tell us your thoughts of Derek Hopkins.
Derek Hopkins is an unbelievable walker. He's one of a kind. We're all different in our own way. But watching Derek is something special.
Mike Whitney. Up next, Marcus Catone.
Well, Pete, it must have been cool because you walked with his father for all those
Absolutely.
years.
You know
Richie.
something? I always told his dad that if it wasn't for me, you probably would have been someone like me. You know, as many wins as I had,
no
or
kidding.
close to it.
Right.
He was that good. His father was good.
That's like Peyton Manning and all the quarterbacks. They couldn't get the titles because of Brady.
Right.
That's what you were to a lot of these guys.
It's like Frankie. I didn't want him to be Dan Marino or Jim Kelly or the Greasy Pole, you know?
Mike Oliver walking for my dad, Mike Oliver, for his birthday.
And John, if we want to wind Peter up today, we'll bring up some Buffalo Bills news.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a diehard Bills fan.
Right.
We still don't understand it, but
Next up, Jason Ladoff. 16th walker. 44 walkers in the first round. This is the courtesy round. You cannot take it down in the first round. Everybody has 1 walk. Oh, right on the rib cage.
Flat.
Next up, Larry Scola. So everyone will have 1 walk in the first round. You can't take it down. And then it's live in the second round.
Hey, Pete, did low tide, high tide ever matter to you at all?
The lower the tide, the better for me. I loved it because I always get up there and the guys would come up and the first thing they'd look at is the drop. And I could minus those guys right out. I knew they weren't going to be effective out there that day.
Peter Scola.
It's like we have that high tide hero comment.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are a lot better at the higher tides.
Yeah.
Nico Scally. Getting through this list fast. 19 in the first round. Nico Scally. There goes Nico. Good walk, not bad.
Yeah, these contests, they never really last that long anymore. Remember some 6 or 7 rounders back in the day.
Yeah, you're not going to see that anymore. I mean, the change in the grease, nothing you can do about it, but who am I to say it's not as slippery? I've never really walked in this.
It looks like, yes, we saw a lot of face plants.
Yeah,
yesterday.
we've seen some. The last 2 years, I'd say it's been a little bit better. There's been some really weak years, to be honest.
You know what was really
Ryan
cool about
Manise.
Frankie's walk yesterday was he going through all the grease in that last third of the pole.
That wasn't even touched.
Yeah.
That was impressive. It's not an easy task.
Anthony Shimataro, 21st walker of the first round. We're approaching the halfway point.
Who's up?
Anthony Shimataro's up.
Next up, 22 Colby Mitchell. Pete, tell us a little bit, like what was the recipe for success for you?
Well, I just stayed confident. When I got up there, I just focused on the flag, and that was all I did. I stared at the flag the whole time I was out there, and that's the only reason I was out there. I was out there for that one thing, and that's it. I wasn't out there to put on a show. You know, I just wanted to win.
Pete, what got you into it to begin with? I mean, the whole Fiesta thing, the family thing.
Jared Martin just went.
My dad being a champ in the past, he won 3 times, 2 Saturdays and a Sunday. And, you know, being at the dinner table on Sunday morning, you know, Fiesta, being at the dinner table, and, you know, your uncles, your aunts, everybody talking about how awesome, you know, the Greasy pole champ, being a champ, and what it meant to them, you know.
Yeah. Timmy White, good walk. Next up, Killen Morrissey. Peter's dad won it in 1964.
Took some grease.
There was also another champ that hasn't been mentioned, and I know they're missing his years. Was Phil Stubby Kukuru. He had at least five championships.
Yeah, in the 60s. Yeah.
Yes,
George Black.
They're not all recorded.
Yeah, I looked them up. Phil Busty Kukuru?
There's two different Kukurus.
59, 60, 63 Saturday, Sunday, 65 Saturday, Sunday. So we had 6 championships.
Okay, so you found it.
And you never hear him talk about it.
You never hear him talk
like
about
it got brought to my attention by Joel Kukuru,
I'll
family
talk
member.
Kukurus
Carter
if you wanna talk
Randazza,
Kukurus.
number 27. Next up is Brady Sala, 28. There are just some champions are just not talked about. It's like
Jake Wood's another one.
Yeah, Jake Wood at 7.
That kid was so dominant.
That natural hat trick was awesome. Watching that.
Oh my God!
It's like in basketball, they don't talk about Tim Duncan.
And he's just like Derek. He's got a bunch of second round wins.
Yeah.
I only had 2.
Brady Sala.
What was the most rounds you went for a win?
3rd round.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Chase Sargent, the 29th walker of the first round. We're in the courtesy round. With us, Peter Blackfrontero, the all-time champ with 9. There he goes. There goes Chase Sargent. Next up, Chase Goulart.
My fondest memory of winning the Greasy pole was definitely the year I walked with my dad. You know, and it was great to see, like, Derek Hopkins got to do that, you know, win with his dad up there. So it's 2 special, you know, moments in our heart we'll always hold on to.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Next up, Noah Smith, 31st walker of the first round. Courtesy round, you cannot take it down. Next up, 32nd walker, Tommy Prendergast. Years walk, 26 years.
Hung out with Tommy for a bit yesterday afternoon.
Tommy was a great athlete.
Yeah.
He's had a few really good walks, convincing walks.
So if you just tuned in,
the age.
Well, it is. But hey, look what Frankie did yesterday.
Right. Tom must be in his 50s now.
Yeah.
Gotta be close.
No 50s.
Next up, Doug Langley. They're whipping through this. 33rd walker of the first round in our courtesy round. Can't take it down in the first round.
And if you're wondering, that's a 12 by 12 platform they're all standing at. The pole's about 46 feet long, 40 feet protrude out from the platform.
Next up, Brett Gaipo.
This kid's a really good athlete.
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
He's had a good walk.
Yeah, he's had a few good walks.
Yep.
This is one to watch in the second round, no doubt about it. There he goes, Brett Gaipo. Fast out of the gate. Next up, Giacomo Romeo.
Just like that walk right there, I don't think he really cared to get out too far. He really wasn't trying on the walk, that walk.
Giacomo Romeo. Next up, Max Churchill.
But even Pete, like yesterday, like there were only a couple real decent walks at first before Frankie blew through that in that opened in the 3rd round there. So I don't know, maybe we'll get surprised again today.
Looks like there's a good amount on the end there.
Yeah.
37th walker in the first round, Ryan Madruga.
Great crowd on the beach today here, gathered thousands and thousands. The flotilla behind that pole, everyone out there on their boats partying, having a great time. And plenty of emergency personnel around there too to help out, lifeguards, Coast Guard, police boat.
Ooh.
It can get dangerous, folks. We do get real injuries out there.
Next up, Colby Warren.
Slapping the water like that doesn't feel too good.
Yeah, these last handful of walkers, guys, this is their first walk, I believe. So that's cool to see.
Jalen Severino up, 39th walker. There he goes. We have 5 more walkers in the first round. Next up, Harrison Favaza. We're still in the first round, which is the courtesy round. 5 walkers away from going live with Frankie Nail. Yeah, ooh, jeez. He almost hit the platform. That was like Brian Parisi, 2 steps. Ian Kennedy, 41st walker. 4 walkers away from the second round. Frankie Nail waiting for his chance to take it down. Yesterday's champ. Good walk, Ian. Next up, Joey DiMercurio. Who's going to get to Championship Sunday, Pete?
I think it's Frankie Nail, 3rd round. I'm sticking with it.
Here we go. We're getting close.
That'd be pretty wild.
Caleb
Back-to-back
Perry,
games like that.
second to last walker in the first round.
Well, he's got fans.
Caleb Perry.
Last walker of the first round, Matt Smith.
Miss Maki's brother.
Yeah.
Good walk.
Matt Smith, good walk. Here we go. We're going to the second round. It's up for grabs now.
All right, now we play for keeps, guys. This is the start of round 2, just to set the table for you. You're watching the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta, Saturday's Greasy Pole Contest, live from Pavilion Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts. I'm Corey Cooker of Bridge Cape Ann 1623 Studios, alongside John DeCastro and 9-time Greasy Pole champ Peter Frontiero. And now, first guy that grabs it wins. He'll be the first walker tomorrow. So here is yesterday's winner, Frankie Nail.
There we go, Pete. Frankie Nail. Your Friday champion.
His heart is pumping.
So what's going through his mind now, Pete? It's a golf up for grabs.
And right now he's thinking it's either I take it down here or I'm not getting another shot. That's the way he's going to look at it.
I remember you when you were up there, the arms swinging.
Oh, yeah.
A silence would come upon this beach.
Take all the time you need is what I tell the walkers. You wait for that moment all year.
There he goes, Frankie Nail.
Oh! Well,
that's all right. Yesterday's second walk wasn't good either, but his 3rd walk was beautiful.
Good point. Well, that's what
there
the
he is.
I always tell him, don't.
Frankie the Lisp Pacheco, walking in memory of his sister.
His 20th year walking.
I always tell him, don't worry about your last walk.
There he goes, Frankie Pacheco with a great walk.
Frank.
Furthest so far.
Great walk, 3/4 of the way. What a great walk by Frankie.
All right, you want to hear about tenure, guys? How about Peter Favaza's 33rd year walking the pole?
Peter Favaza.
He's getting sick of being accused of being a champ. A lot of times, are you Pete Favaza that wins the Greasy Pole? He's like, no, that's Pete Frontiero.
Favaza's dialing it in right now. We don't mind if these guys take their time. I mean, they might have already had their last walk of the day, many of them.
3rd walk, a 2nd round for keeps at this point. There goes Peter Favaza. Next up, Bobby Montanaro. Anyone else stand out, Pete, coming up?
Not really.
You think it's going to get back to Frankie
I
Nail?
think it's going to get back to him.
Whoa, all right.
There goes Bobby Montanaro.
I like to see Dom Novello. He's had a few walks
Yeah.
over the years.
Here we go
His
with
brother's
Dominic
a champ,
Novello.
Anthony. So this would be nice to see. From the Fort Square.
Dominic Novello.
Come on, Dom, you can do it.
Taking his time, knowing that he might not get another shot. Dominic Novello, 5th walker of the 2nd round, trying to get to Championship Sunday. Gonna be the first walker. There he goes, Dominic Novello, Dominic Novello, Dominic Novello halfway.
All
Nice
right.
walk, nice walk.
Next up, Brian Barrett.
As the fog slowly creeps into the harbor
There it
again.
comes.
Believe it or not, Brian's had a few walks over the past years.
Brian Barrett, good, not a bad walk. Next up, Mark Fernandez.
This kid's crazy. He could do it.
So-
He's an animal.
So Brian was the 50th walker of the day.
There goes Mark Fernandez. Mark Fernandez. Ooh.
Oh.
John Linquada. Here we go, John Linquada. We're in the 2nd round of the Greasy Pole competition. Junior Seine boats coming up next with the 2 out of the 3 boats will advance.
Only one.
Oh, one will advance?
Only one for that. Yeah, Warriors and Tono are already waiting on Sunday because Magnolia 525 won 2 years in a row, so they graduated out.
Oh, ooh, a little wrinkle.
So the 2 runners-up from last year remain.
All right.
And folks, make
John
sure to
Linquada.
subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the
Yes,
notifications
Father.
bell. We're going to do this all again for you on Championship Sunday tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern.
There goes. Next up, Kenny Stubby Azzaro. He said he's taking it down this year. This is his 21st year walking. He said this is
I
the
remember
year.
walking with his uncle, Kenny Stubby Azzaro, back in 1984. I walked with his uncle. He was a champ, the 83 champ.
He won it at 14 years old. Pete, that's insane.
Crazy.
Pete, you like seeing how much the Greasy Pole sort of become
Here
like
goes
a
Kenny Azzaro. Kenny Azzaro, another good
Nice
walk
walk,
by
Kenny.
Kenny.
like a national, gets a national attention now?
What's that?
Do you like the fact that the Greasy Pole's gone big enough to get some national attention?
Kind of jealous how it has so much, and I didn't have this in my day.
But Pete, I mean, listen, you did have your day, man. Like we talk about you guys, like we talk about
Sean
you literally
Doan,
like
see you later.
Larry Bird, like Ray Bork was long. Like you made our Fiesta Sunday so many years in a row.
Next up is Mark Smith.
It was a great feeling. Those were fun times.
You started to win it so much, people got sick of it. People would shake the pole on you. They would pull the towel where your feet are slippery.
I stopped using the starting rag because I think it was 91. They started tugging at the starting rag, the towel under my feet, and I could feel it. Tried to break my concentration.
Really?
Yeah. Then they'd
Dirty
rock,
pool.
They'd rock the platform by banging the railing.
Brandon Malloy.
I remember standing there looking at the pole, and it would just keep going left to right. And I'm wondering why it's not stopping. And then a couple of my buddies that were walking would tell me why.
But Pete, that says something, huh?
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Mike
You know,
Whitney.
I just remember the boats blaring the horns before I was walking,
yeah.
trying to spook me. And
Marcus Catone, another Viking that I coach.
I remember the cookouts more than enough.
Oh, yeah, you saw it.
Those were legendary.
yes, they were.
Yeah, Pete used to host those, and that is the stuff of legend here in the city.
Marcus Catone. Good walk, Marcus.
Because all the walkers, so they parade around the city. They visit a bunch of places. They go to the Fisherman's Statue. Lots of Viva San Pedro chants. I mean, that's a special part of the event, too. That's the stuff you guys don't see back home.
Next up, Mike Oliver. Walking for his dad, Mike Oliver, on his birthday. There goes Mike Oliver. Right about halfway. A lot of walkers getting about halfway. Next up, Jason Ladoff took a hard hit in the first round.
And the fog is getting thicker and coming in. We're going to keep our eye on that. We're not going to have a choice. We can barely see beyond the flotilla from the beach. If you remember last year, we couldn't even see the Greasy pole.
Jason Ladoff. Next up is Larry Scola. We're approaching the halfway point of the second round. Pete picked, there goes Larry Scola. Peter Frontiero, guest here, the all-time champ, 9
backup
titles.
pick is Frank Pacheco.
Nice shot, guys. Look at that.
Picking Frankie Nail in the third round. Peter Scola. The fog's coming in. There goes Peter Scola. Next up, Nico Scali. Nico Scali. The best walk of the day so far.
Like that
Little
one.
over 3/4 of the way. Nico Scali. Next up, Ryan Muniz. Ryan Muniz with a good walk in the first round. Ryan Muniz, we're approaching the halfway point of the second round.
Wow, look at the fog.
Ryan Muniz.
This is awful.
Ryan Muniz, 20th walker of the second round.
Oh, boy. Guys.
Had a good walk in the first round.
And this fog is moving
There
in
goes Ryan
fast.
Muniz. He had came out of the gates a little wobbly.
Yeah, things
Next
happen
up,
quick
Anthony
around here.
Shimataro. The fog's coming in quick.
Oh, man.
This is the Gloucester
This kid had a
shoreline
decent
for you.
walk his first walk, didn't he?
Yeah, there you go.
I still can't get over that fog from last year, how quick it came in, how fast it lifted. But this is life on the New England coast, folks.
There we go, Anthony Shimataro. Anthony Shimataro. Next up, Colby Mitchell. A good walker right here. Colby Mitchell.
And there's nothing wrong with your screens, folks. That's literally the fog moving in. Lickety
This is
split.
Mike Mitchell's son. This is Mike Mitchell's.
Yep, Colby Mitchell. A good walker here. Second round, Colby Mitchell.
And the greasy pole will continue no matter the fog. There may be a delay in the junior Seine crew races. We'll keep you posted on that. We're in constant communication with the St. Peter's Fiesta Committee.
There goes Colby Mitchell. He stumbled out of the gate. Pete, how important is that start?
The start is everything. You have a bad start, chances of winning are very slim. So the start's just about everything. You need a really good start.
Jared Martin.
In and out for Jared.
Next up, Timmy White. He had a good walk in the first round. Tim White.
I like Timmy's chances.
His brother won it. His brother stopped Derek Hopkins last year.
He stumbled.
Timmy
coming
White,
out of the
Timmy
gate.
White.
He stumbled coming out of the gate.
Good bid.
That was a good walk.
Killen Morrissey. Most people
That's the
think
way to
it's-
attack it, right there.
I could go for Killian's right
Keep
now,
those
to be
feet
honest with you.
pumping.
Here we go, Killian Morrissey. Killian Morrissey fast out of the gate.
Nice.
Killian
Wow.
Morrissey. I think he hit an
Keep
apple,
those
an
feet
orange, and a
pumping.
banana.
Yeah.
Hit all three. George Black, and we're not kidding either, people. There's bananas under the grease. There's an orange, an apple. Some
Yeah.
of them actually will eat them.
They put
They
pools
do,
in the
too.
grease and
Yeah,
fill them with cooking
100%.
oil.
There he goes. There goes George Black. Next up, Carter Randazza.
I remember one day there was an apple out there, and I'm pretty sure it was Nino Sanfilippo. After he walked, he come up, the apple was floating next to him, grease on it, whatever, and he just took a bite out of it.
I love it. Carter Randazza just went. Next up, Brady Sala. Brady had a good walk in the first round as well.
In the last 5 minutes, the temperature has dropped 5 degrees.
Yep. Brady Sala up. 28th walker of the second round. Brady Sala. Brady Sala. They keep hitting something at that it's like a speed bump.
I know, all of a sudden they just stopped.
Chase Sargent.
This kid had a couple good walks in the past.
Yep. Chase Sargent. Frankie Neal gonna get a shot in the third round. Chase Sargent as the fog's coming in.
Oh boy.
Thicker and thicker.
Well, hats off to our crew here doing
There
the
goes
camera
Chase
work.
Sargent. There goes Chase Sargent.
These ghostly figures on the greasy pole now.
Noah Smith. Oh, Chase Gula. Sorry, Chase. Missed that. Skipped right over. Double Chase is coming up. Chase Gula, 30th walker, second round.
He started last year on Sundays, so it's his second year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years, yeah.
That flotilla's screwed.
He was a protege for Johnny Carollo this year
Yeah.
and last year, but they moved him to today.
Chase Gula.
About halfway down.
Noah Smith.
And this is like our version of the snowball doing this.
Right. Noah Smith. Noah Smith. Noah Smith. He hit a banana right there. It
He
happens.
stopped walking when he got to the grease.
Look at that pole wobble.
Tom Prendergast.
So, yeah, Noah was the 75th walker of the day, by the way.
There's been some good walks. Tom Prendergast.
Tom could do it.
There goes Tom Prendergast fast out of the gate. 33rd walker, second round is Doug Langley. We're getting towards the bottom of the list of the second round.
And Frankie Neal awaits on the back of the platform.
There he goes, Doug Langley. Next up, Brett Gaipo. Good walker right here,
Frankie's
great
lapping his
athlete.
chops right now.
Brett Gaipo. Frankie knows this kid's a good walker. He's had
This
some good
kid's
walks
good.
in the past. And there goes Brett Gaipo fast out of the gate. He stumbled. Next up, Giacomo Romeo. Giacomo had a good walk in the first round, too. He's a good walker. He was dressed up as a baby. He was adorable.
He had to work all day, too.
Yeah,
Got
he
up at
dressed up. He
4:30
had the
this
biggest
morning.
diaper I've ever seen. Giacomo
Got out of
Romeo.
work, got in his costume, and
Yep, he had to make
out
the
on
bread.
the pole.
Giacomo Romeo.
Fog still rolling in. No joke now. You're going to see some emergency lights on soon.
Giacomo Romeo. Giacomo Romeo fast out of the gate. Another good walk. Max Churchill.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the
Max
99
Churchill.
St. Peter's Fiesta, the Greasy Pole contest. We're in round 2. First to grab the flag wins. There's nothing wrong with your screen. That is the fog has quickly moved in here to Gloucester Harbor and completely enveloped the flotilla and the Greasy Pole.
Ryan Madruga.
I never understood why some of these walkers wear loose, baggy pants when you're trying to walk. It just seems like it would distract you.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Pete, how cold are they? Up there goes Ryan Madruga.
Oh,
Next
they're
up, Colby
shivering.
Warren. Are
They're
they cold?
shivering
Oh, they're
now,
freezing.
yeah. Kidding me at times. I remember getting up and I couldn't stop my legs from shaking.
It's way warmer in the water.
I never know how.
Colby Warren.
I feel my winds. I'm not even sure how I did it. My legs just would not stop shaking.
Really?
I couldn't stop it.
Jalen Severino up. The 39th walker of the second round. Jalen Severino. There goes Jalen Severino, nice and steady. Jalen Severino halfway. Jalen Severino, 3/4 of the way. Jalen Severino. A great walk right there, nice and steady.
Looks like he even took like a futile grab, even though he was feet away from the flag.
Harrison Favaza, great walk by Jalen, probably the walk of the day so far. And there goes Harrison Favaza. Ooh.
Started
Next
out all
up,
right.
The slow
Ian
step
Kennedy.
approach.
Ian Kennedy.
I saw Tim Kennedy yesterday, and he said, "There's no way my kid's winning."
Oh, here he goes, Ian Kennedy halfway.
Prove him wrong.
Oh, no, right on the Gunyaris.
And if
There
you're
it
wondering,
is.
no, you can't hang on to the pole like that and scoot your way over, crawl your way over. You cannot do that.
Joey DiMercurio. Joey DiMercurio. 42nd walker of the second round. Peter's pick, Frankie Nail. There he goes. Next up, Caleb Perry. 2 walkers and then Frankie Nail, yesterday's champ, might get a third shot.
We're very close to Caleb Perry's fan club.
Caleb Perry. There goes Caleb Perry. Caleb Perry.
Walking the tightrope.
Last walker of the second round is Matt Smith on deck. Yesterday's champ, Frankie Neal. Last walker of the second round is Matt Smith. There goes Matt Smith. Matt Smith approaching halfway. Oop, right on the bum bum.
All right, folks, set the table once again.
There we go.
Corey Kukar of Bridgegate Fitness 1620 Studios, alongside John Nicastro and 9-time Greasy pole champ Peter Frontiero. This is the start of round 3. The first walker who grabs the flag is the winner. This is Frankie Neal. He won yesterday's contest and the first walk of the third round, just like right now. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Frankie Neal, yesterday's champ. Does he have one in him, Pete? Peter's pick for today. He said it. He would grab it in the third round. Frankie Neal as the fog comes in. Frankie Neal.
Come on, Frank.
Knowing that he most likely won't get a fourth chance.
Come on. Flag number 2, kid.
Taking his time. Frankie Neal, there he goes. Frankie Neal, halfway. Frankie Neal. Oh.
Frankie Pacheco.
We swear that was Frankie Neal. I know he's hard to pick up from out here, but
Frank the List Pacheco walking in memory of his sister, Sherry. Come on, Frankie, take one down for a kid. Come on, Frankie, you got 3 quarters last time. Do you have another quarter in you? There he goes, Frankie Pacheco. Frankie Pacheco halfway. Oh, he had a good start, too.
He did.
He had a good start. Peter Favaza, third walker, third round.
I'd like to see these
Peter
odds
Favaza.
on.
I really would have loved to
What do you
have
think
seen
these
that.
odds on FanDuel are right now for Pete Favazo? Is it in his 33rd year walking? This would be a story.
Peter Favaza. We're into the third round. The fog's coming in again.
I think Pete Favaz has retired the last 5 years.
Peter Favazza, there he goes. You barely see him.
Quick
And there you
jump,
go. You
up,
can see the
skip, and a
splash. Bobby Montanaro, he's had a couple good walks. I feel like every year he has a good walk. But does he have enough?
I can only imagine how cold they are up there. I'm shivering right here.
Oh. Bobby Montanaro. Third round. There goes Bobby Montanaro. Bobby
Go, Bobby,
Montanaro
go,
halfway. Bobby
Go, Bobby.
Montanaro over halfway. Good walk by Bobby. Dominic Novello.
Come on, Dom.
Dominic Novello.
His 17th year competing.
Wow, he's been up there that long.
Dominic Novello. Does he have one in the tank to join the champs on
second walk
Sunday and
looked
be a
good.
champ? Dominic Novello. Getting chilly, no doubt about that. The fog's coming in.
Yeah, starting to feel a
Dominic
little bit of sea
Novello.
spray.
Big
And
factor
there goes
now.
Dominic Novello. Oh, not a good start. It's all about that start, like Pete said. Ryan Barrett up next, sixth walker of the third round.
This could come down right here. I can see Brian Barrett pull it off.
He's had some good walks
He's
through the years, but does he have one good enough? A lot of these guys just sick of hearing it was a good walk. They want the ultimate walk. Brian Barrett. There goes Brian Barrett.
Go,
Brian
Brian. Go,
Barrett
Brian.
halfway.
Go,
Brian
Brian.
Barrett.
Oh,
Another
good
good
bid.
walk. Mark Fernandez.
This kid attacks. He's fun to watch.
Mark Fernandez. Good start, Mark Fernandez.
You weren't joking, Pete. Came
John
out flying.
Linquata. John Linquata.
His 25th year.
John Linquata.
And don't forget to
Kenny
stay tuned.
Stubby Azzaro.
Stay tuned for the junior men's
This would be epic.
same boat semis.
I feel like he eats the pole every time he
Oh,
walks.
he does.
The pole just loves him. Loves beating on him. But can he get to the end? Kenny Stubby Azzaro. He said he was going to take it
Yeah.
down.
You
He
don't
said that this was the year. It was different than other years as he was eating an ice cream. Kenny Stubby Azzaro halfway. Kenny Stubby Azzaro, and he ate the pole again. The pole
How
just
the
loves
grease
pounding on
taste.
him. It's like Tyson
Kenny.
and McNally just keeps pounding on him. That's it.
Like you said, he does get abused year after year.
Every walk. Sean Doan. Sean Doan. Does Sean have one in the tank for the Vikings and the Doan family? East Gloucester Viking right here. Sean Doan, quick out of the gate. Sean Doan just lunging ahead.
Oh.
That was like going over the top for a 1 yard touchdown.
And an ass over tea kettle on the way down.
Wow. Mark Smith. Great athlete right here.
Definitely want to keep an eye on this walk.
Yep. He could stumble his way right to the end of that pole.
Absolutely.
Mark Smith.
I'm starting to like Timmy White coming up.
Yes, absolutely. Will he join his brother?
Yep.
The 1-2 combo for Sunday.
Imagine that tomorrow.
Right? That'd be awesome.
I think we've seen that in the past with Dom and Phil Verga,
Yep.
two past champs.
Here we go. Mark Smith. Been a lot of good walks, but there hasn't been one good enough. Mark Smith, 3rd round, 11th walker. Here we go. Mark Smith. There goes Mark Smith, halfway. Brandon Malloy.
Maybe a little too much sauce.
Yep, a lot of apple juice.
And this is, gentlemen, the 100th walk of the day.
Brandon Malloy.
Brandon Malloy.
There goes Brandon Malloy, right about halfway or so. Mike Whitney.
Yeah, it's going to be awfully chilly on that
Some
platform
good walkers
now.
coming
God.
up.
Don't want to leave the
Look at how
water
cold
once
it
you're
is.
in, right, Pete?
I'm
The
happy.
water-
I'm happy I'm not out there.
And the water's no true. The water's only maybe 63 degrees. It can't
Mike
be less than
Whitney.
that now.
Next up, Marcus Cantone, another Viking. He's had some good walks over the last couple of
Mark
years.
Catone, absolutely.
Yeah. Marcus Cantone.
Well, found his fan
Can
club.
he
He's
take
got,
one down
he's
for
got
the
the big head
Cantone
down
family?
here.
He's got the big head over there on the beach. There goes Marcus Cantone. Good start, Marcus Cantone, halfway. Good
Good
walk.
drop, though.
Mike Oliver walking for my dad, Mike Oliver, for his
He
birthday.
always has that same end results, that nasty flip coming down.
And it does look like the fog's going to give up, guys. So we're stuck with this
Mike
right
Oliver.
now. So big props to our camera crew today, because we can barely see to the edge of the beach before the fog really gets thick. Cannot see beyond the flotilla at all.
There goes Mike Oliver. Mike Oliver about halfway.
Mike
Mike
Oliver.
Oliver.
It is time.
Ooh! Chin music. Smashed his chin on the pole.
Next up, Jason Ladoff. The wind's picking up. Jason Ladoff.
Mike Ladoff, son. He's a good walker.
We'd love to see this. I'll raise a glass for Patty Ladoff later tonight. Great
There you
lady.
go.
Lost her last year. His dad was my Pee Wee football coach.
Was he?
Yeah, Chargers.
I used to love beating him. It was so fun. I love you, Mike. Jason Ladoff, there we go. Jason Ladoff, almost halfway. Next up, Larry Scola.
Wind's picking up a little. Peter's getting chilly in the booth with us right now.
17th walker of the 3rd round. Nine-time champ with us, Peter Black-Frontier. We're honored to have him here. There goes Larry Scola. Next up, Peter Scola.
One scholar after another.
These two brothers.
Peter Scola, 18th walker of the 3rd round. The wind's picking up, the fog's here. It's going to be a tough junior race.
Yeah,
Peter Scola.
the seniors had it easy on Easy Street earlier.
Oh, there goes Peter Scola. Next up, Nico Scali. Another
This
really
kid
good
was
athlete.
really close last time.
Yes. Yeah.
This could be a walk to watch.
This
he
was,
had the
this
best
was
This
one
is
of
a
the
walk
ones
to
I was
watch.
thinking, either Nico Scali or Tim White. Nico had a really good walk. He had a good walk last year. He's had a bunch of good walks. There he goes, Nico Scali. Nico Scali halfway. Nico Scali.
Oh, just couldn't hang on.
Ryan Manise, he's had some good walks in the past. Ryan Manise. Ryan Manise. Ryan Manise, 20th walker of the third round. Trying to be the first walker on Championship Sunday is Ryan Manise. Ryan Manise, he hit an apple.
Big kiss.
Oof.
Anthony Shimataro.
We're going to see more and more jackets go on, guys. They got
Anthony
chilly
Shimataro.
fast.
Mine's starting to look real good over there. Grab that jacket. The jacket.
There goes Anthony Shimataro. Anthony Shimataro, almost halfway. Next up, Colby Mitchell. Colby Mitchell, good walker here. Pay attention, it could go down here. Colby Mitchell. Here we go as the crowd's starting to get a little restless.
We're not used to going deep into round 3 anymore.
I feel like Saturday's the day that it happens.
But it's
Colby
also
Mitchell.
Saturday more so than any day, yeah.
We usually battle the weather on Saturday too. Been in that pattern for a while now.
There's some dinner
And it's
reservations.
crazy to think that, too, because Saturday in the past, 20 years,
Colby
we've
Mitchell,
had
not a
Friday
good start.
champs up there on Saturday.
Yeah.
Jared Martin. There's some dinner reservations being missed.
Jared's mom, Jill, is right in front of us.
Jared Martin. Here we go,
Here we
Timmy
go.
White.
I
One
like
of our
this one.
picks. His brother Nick White is the second walker tomorrow. Is Timmy going to be the one to walk in front of him? Timmy White. There goes Timmy White out of the gate. Timmy White! Oh! Wow.
That had promise.
He definitely hit
I
something.
really wanted to see that.
Wow. Killian Morrissey. What a stop by Timmy White. He looks smooth. Killian Morrissey. Killian Morrissey.
All right,
Whoa.
we're getting there, guys.
There we go. Next up is George Black.
Coming down soon.
Yep. You're starting to get there. George Black. George Black, 26th walker of the third round. George Black. Crowd's getting restless.
Yeah, we're just looking at shadowy figures now.
George Black, there goes George Black after way. George
Whoa.
Black, a little over halfway. Next up, Carter Randazza. Brady Soller on decks had a good walk.
I never understand that. These guys look so good going out. They get to the grease and they stop walking.
Got to go to your
Keep
drills,
going
high knees.
with it. Go through it.
That's from a 9-time champion, Peter Black from Ontario. He knows what he's talking about. Carter Randazza. Carter Randazza. Next up, Brady Sala. He's had a good walk. Brady Sala.
Folks, you're watching round 3 of the Greasy Pole contest here from St. Peter's Fiesta, Gloucester, Massachusetts. The next one to grab the flag wins. We're completely enveloped in fog right now. A quick moving
Brady
system.
Sala.
Oh, wow.
Just came in to sort of swallow up all of Gloucester Harbor. So we're doing the best we can with our pictures. Thanks
I was
for
never a
staying with
big
us.
fan of the fast walking like that because I feel like you have no control of your body. It's hard to recover going so fast.
Yeah.
You want to
Chase
get kind
Sargent.
of in the middle,
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah, Derek Hobson's kind of said the same thing yesterday. You just
Yeah.
kind of find that
Yeah.
balance.
You got to find that balance.
Steve LeBlanc was a fast walker. Chris Carlson, he was like a rocket.
Really fast, Carlson.
Yeah.
He's like
Chase
the road
Sargent.
runner.
Hey.
I've never seen feet move so
Jay
fast.
Sargent, Jay Sargent!
And
Jay Sargent! The
Wow.
29th walker of the third round, Jay Sargent, your 2026 Saturday champion. He'll be the first walker tomorrow. Jay Sargent.
He's fired up.
In his third year competing, grabs the flag, and there you have it, folks.
Jay Sargent. The fog, it was hard to see it maybe, but you're going to get an instant replay. Jay Sargent.
How'd you like the run, Pete?
What's that?
How'd you like his run? Good?
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Excellent, excellent walk.
Yeah.
So he's in the water.
Very impressive walk.
Yeah, he's getting surrounded by the other walkers right now. They're going to swim him into the beach, have him on their shoulders, carry him up down beach court.
This is the toughest part. After winning, all those walks, now he's got to swim in with that flag in his hand. Everybody high-fiving him. Water's a little
You
choppy.
remember this, Pete, when they would swim, your friends would swim out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There they are, swimming out now.
There they go. Jay
How old is
Sargent.
Chase?
We
How
get the
old is
replay.
Chase?
There's the replay.
How old is Chase?
I'm not sure.
Here's that walk once again, guys.
Yeah, Jay
Jay
Sargent,
Sargent.
what a walk. Nice walk.
Cutting through that
Jay
New England
Sargent.
fog like he meant it. Great walk. He will be your first walker tomorrow, Championship Sunday.
Jay Sargent, your 2026 Saturday champion. Jay Sargent. There goes more friends going out and
What was this feeling like, Pete? I mean, you went through it a lot, but when you finally hit the water with the flag in your hands.
Oh, man, what an amazing feeling. You just can't explain it. Just unreal feeling. You just think all these guys, they want that flag, and you got it in your hand.
So we got people watching around the world, and a lot have asked, well, what happens with the flag? Is that yours to keep? How's that work out?
Yep, that's yours to keep forever. So that, and you get a trophy. You get to keep that for 1 year. You get your name engraved on it.
Nice.
Pass it on if you lose.
You're going to get all the bragging rights you want at that point.
Yep.
they just postponed the junior race till tomorrow.
Oh, okay, so yeah, if you're just tuning in, okay, thanks, John. So the junior race, because of the fog and the conditions, has been postponed until tomorrow. We'll figure out from the Fiesta committee what time that'll be. Our coverage starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. That may get adjusted if they start the events earlier. We'll let you know. But as far as we know, we're going to continue at 4 p.m. tomorrow. We'll have Phil Francis back with us. So we're going to follow Chase with the flag up beach court to celebrate, and then we'll wrap things up with Pete.
Pete, what was this like being carried up beach court? It only happened 9 times with you.
It's unbelievable. You get hoisted up, and then you just see all your friends, the ones that aren't in the water with you celebrating, and your friends and family, and all the smiles, and everybody screaming, yelling, cheering for you.
And it's true, man. Like, everyone here at the beach.
This is where it really hits you right now.
Right. Our guest here, Peter Black Frontero, he did it when he was 14 years old in 1984. Pete won it in 84, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. He gave others a chance, and then he did it again in 2004.
There you go.
9-time champ.
Chase has reached the beach.
There he is.
And he is pumped.
Chase Sargent. Congratulations to Chase Sargent, his friends and family. Chase Sargent being carried up Pavilion Beach.
The crowd is amped.
He's fired up.
He is amped.
Chase Sargent, there he is, your 2026 Saturday champion. He'll be the first walker on Sunday. He's getting jabs to the face.
Getting beaten.
Going, there he goes.
Phenomenal. Yeah, I think it was a 117th walker of the day in round 3. Phenomenal stuff. Chase Sargent, your Saturday champ. He will be first to go tomorrow. As you see the last of the folks that are on the beach. Okay, back here with you, Corey Cougar alongside John DeCastro, 9-time Greasy Pole champ. Peter Frontero, he's gone through that a bunch of times in his life, and you were just describing how that felt. And now, what happens now? He's being carried up towards the altar. What takes
go
place?
to the Greasy Pole Shrine. It's
Yep.
probably the last 15, 20 years they've been going over to the shrine. We used to go to Felicia Oil out back there and clean up. Now they go over to the shrine, take pictures. You know, all your friends and fans and family, they're all there celebrating. So he's having a hell of a time. In a few minutes he'll be having a hell of a time.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him in a bunch of different locations tonight,
Oh, yeah.
celebrating.
It's exhausting too.
Yeah,
So
which is awesome. Now, Pete, I wanted to ask you from the top of the show too, like what Fiesta means to you and your family, because like you are a big part of it for like people in our age group, especially. Because with my family, it was always the parade Sunday and the family cookouts and all that. Then getting older, it was like turning like reunion time of year for everybody on
Right,
Gloucester
yeah.
too. It's like what's Fiesta mean to you?
for me, it's getting together with friends, family. I used, having all the walkers at my house every year.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday we hosted the parties. I brought them all to the house, and it was just created a big brotherhood with all the walkers.
Yeah.
And that meant a lot to me.
Yeah, and we hear that a lot from the same boat rowers, how it's a brotherhood or a sisterhood, they're friends for
Yep.
life. So, yeah, what's that camaraderie like with the other walkers, like you were saying?
Well, they're all like a team. They're all together, having a great time all day. They stick together. They go out there as a team. Once it starts, you're no longer a team, but we all got each other's back.
Yeah.
We're all for each other.
Very cool. Well, we appreciate you spending time with us, Pete. We really do. That was awesome. I hope to spend some time with you more, and get into like the inside Greasy Pole. There's a lot of things, folks, that we don't share on camera. That
Absolutely.
yeah, they're all part of the lore too. So yeah, thanks a lot, John. You want to put a bow on this for us today? What we saw?
It
What
was
we
just
witnessed?
great. We had a great same boat race. So congratulations to those two crews. Congratulations to Chase Sargent. It's going to be an epic Sunday, championship Sunday once again. Thank you to Pete, a great friend and brother. Corey, same as you. And I can't wait to get here championship Sunday.
Yeah, so we're going to see all the action tomorrow, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time here. If you're following us on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. We know we're going to have the finals, right, for the men's senior sailboats. And then we're going to figure out what's going on with the juniors crew, because that just got pushed to tomorrow. I don't know if they'll have 2 races in the same day. I don't know if they're going to bump something Monday. They usually don't like to do that. So stay tuned. We'll let you guys know that full schedule tomorrow. But we'll be here for Championship Sunday, the men's senior sailboat finals, and, of course, Champion Day on the Greasy Pole. We'll Chase Sargent. Will he go back-to-back now, right? And we have a lot of heavy hitters in that pole, a lot of big names. We were with Derek Hopkins yesterday. It's a who's who on that pole now. That is not going to last long, so make sure you're with us right from the hop.
My pick tomorrow is, I think Derek Hopkins is back on top.
You're not the first person who said that.
Yeah.
What is
Max
it about him?
Allen?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think he can do it, but I don't know what it is. I think it's Derek Hopkins' year again. I think he's back.
It's where some of those guys, guys like you, they just look different on the platform and on the pole. It's like, it's
and
always
looks like
serious.
he shedded a little weight too, so he looks like he's in good shape.
He's in
He
Greasy
looks
Pole
like he's
shape.
in good shape. So.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Some people, it goes the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like me, for example. Still going.
Well,
All right, Pete, John, love you guys. Thanks for this. We want to thank everyone out there in the 1623 Studios crew, Streamography, all of us here at Bridge Cape Am as well. And we got to thank the Doherty family letting us be here on their front lawn, bringing this to all of you. We'll see you first thing, 4 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time for more coverage of the 99th St. Peter's Fiesta, live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. For Peter Black and John, I'm Corey. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bona Fiesta.
Bona Fiesta.
Bona Fiesta.
There's certain things that you can't put to words that you can express through being creative. I had this idea. I was like, I would love to just rent a garage space, an open, safe, welcoming space that people could come and be creative at.
The way I felt when I came into this shop, it was like open arms. I felt comfortable right away, and I know I can speak to people who care.
When Adam kind of proposed this idea of woodworking and mentorship coming together in this community space, we thought about Gloucester and the community itself. It was clear to us that this would be a great opportunity to do it here.
My name is Adam Quinn. I am the co-founder and the president of the Cornerstone Creative. We are a youth mentorship nonprofit that focuses on job training, life skills training, and hands-on learning. Growing up in a family with a bunch of kids in West Gloucester was just like amazing. My father was one of the handiest men I've ever met. So growing up with very hands-on, do-it-yourself type parents kind of instilled a lot of creativity, and naturally I took on to that through woodworking. That's something that's been really common throughout being raised by someone who was so handy. It was, you know, the product is great, the process is awesome, but the time spent together for me was really important. Connecting with people just seemed so much easier when your hands were busy.
My name is Katie Quinn, and I am a co-founder here at Cornerstone Creative. I grew up on the coast of New Jersey, and then I came up to the Boston area for college, and I ended up falling in love with the area and also with someone from the area.
I met Katie my junior year, and not to sound corny, but my world just like exploded. As we dated, I knew right away, I was like, I have to marry this girl. We went overseas. We worked in the Canary Islands together. We ran a bed and breakfast for surfers, which was a great experience. When we came back, she knew she wanted to work as a social worker. It was like, I just want to work with youth, and I'd love to be that constant, steady presence in a teenager's life. We had this idea, what if we started some sort of youth program?
We saw an emerging need in the community for, safe places for teenagers to go.
One night I had this dream, and I woke up the next morning and I just had this idea. We're trying to start this thing. We don't even know what it is. And I've had this idea forever of starting a communal workspace. Like, what if we paired those two together and made a workshop for youth that is focused on woodworking, but more importantly, focused on the youth that is here?
The process of kind of turning the dream into a reality was all brand new for us. Adam is a woodworker and has connected with people through woodworking throughout his whole life.
We use woodworking as our avenue to reach the youth. We want to target those kids. We want to give them a place that they feel like with no restrictions they can access. We asked a few of the neighborhood kids if they wanted to be our first pilot program. And they said, yeah, they were 13 and 14 years old. I got a phone call from a family friend, and he called me up and was like, hey, I've been following along what you're doing on social media, and I think it's so great. Have you ever heard of Straight Ahead Ministries? I was like, no, I haven't. Straight Ahead Ministry is a pretty large nonprofit, and they do what's called re-entry programs for juveniles. They set them up with employment and job training opportunities. They brought a crew here, and within 20 minutes of them being here, it was like, oh my gosh, this is what this shop was designed for.
We have teenagers who kind of come into the shop who might not have ever connected in a traditional setting somewhere else.
We are their full-time job training and placement site. And a lot of these guys are coming from broken homes or gang involved. A lot of them lack any sort of work experience. Giving a test run and learning what it looks like to really be a good employee without the risk of getting fired is kind of the goal of this program. And so when they get the opportunity to come here, you really get to see who they are for who they are, which is amazing, sweet, kind kids.
My name is Nathan. I've worked here for maybe about 4 years now.
Nate has been a part of our program since we very first started with Straight Ahead Ministries.
The first day I would say I met Adam, it was my first time coming here ever to Gloucester. I came in and I had a conversation with Adam. We talked for maybe an hour and a half.
He started as a 14-year-old who was not in school, but he had this whole life, this lived experience that was just hard.
When I think about someone like Nate, who's been with us for a few years, Nate had a lot of life behind him, but he had a way more life ahead of him.
Nate has just been consistently working on himself. He has a baby at home. He's, trying to work part-time in addition to being here to make ends meet.
My son turned 9 months on the 15th of this month. The way these guys make sure we're good is how I want to be with everybody. These guys really taught me how to open up and express and talk about how I feel.
When I think about success, I think about someone like Nate who's found a place to land.
The way he's motivated to be here every day and the way he is constantly reflecting on where he's at currently in his life.
That'll be one thing my son could take away from me being here and looking back on and being like, you did work hard. You wasn't just standing around. You know what I'm saying? You did more than work.
So to have a space where you can just be 100% yourself, feel like you have so much freedom to fail and not be embarrassed about it or ashamed, but use that as a building block to grow from, it creates this really unique little community.
I can be coming in here and, open arms. Everybody's here to learn and everybody's here to listen. That's a big part in here is like that family role.
At the end of the day, you might not have spoken very much, but the end product is a beautiful thing.